making this blanket and I'm using the graded method, that means that after the initial border of one color, I did 2 rows of the yellow, and then a row and back of garter stitch in the gray, then 4 rows garter stitch, 6 rows garter stitch, 8 garter, 10 garter, 12 garter. Now, the only problem is that I generally put a border around all my blankets, but I had just started watching a movie and I was totally engrossed and I totally forgot to put the border around. So I have to decide when I'm finished what I'm going to do. It doesn't look too bad, but since this is going to be mostly stockinette stitch, because the next time is going to be 14 rows, it's going to curl. So I will keep you posted as to what I do on that situation. But I'm going to show you now how to do the 1 row of garter stitch. You simply pull the gray yarn up and start knitting. I'm knitting all the stitches backwards on this project because the needle is kind of big for the yarn and I don't want it to be real loose, and knitting backwards makes the stitches tighter. So I'm just going to continue that, and I'm going to go all the way across till the end of the row, and then I'm going to knit back with the same color. So the last few stitches, and then like I said, turn the work around. Now that I've turned the work around, I'm going to knit back, same as I did before, knitting the stitches backwards. Just going to slow down to show you how to do that. Instead of going into the stitch like you normally do, you go through the back of the stitch, put the yarn around and off, and that twists the stitch so it makes it tighter. So I do this in between every yellow segment, and it adds just a little texture to each segment. So I'm going to finish that up, and then I'm going to do 14 rows and then 16 rows and then 18 rows, and I will get back to you when I have more of this done. But in the meantime, you know what to do, all the social media, and please give this a try. It's a fun way to just take a boring plain colored blanket and make it a little bit more interesting. So happy knitting, everyone.